Welcome to 𝐄𝐓𝐇𝐄𝐑𝐄𝐔, we talk about investing, finance, and professional development. It's the core time of 9:54 a.m. on Eastern Time on October 15th on Saturday. Hope you guys have a good weekend so far. Ethereum closed $1,284, that's about close to 1% so far. On the overall crypto market, you can see clearly on the key coins, we're relatively flat, not really moving much so far as we open at 1300. Now we're down a little bit slightly by just $10 so far. On the altcoins side of the house, you could see that we're also kind of stale, not really doing much, up or down respectively about 1 to 2% so far. Obviously, on the equity side, we had a relatively bloody day yesterday, with the negative CPI report combined with negative foreshadow, combined with, corporate outlooks. Seems like the guidance across the spectrum are relatively dampening, combined with, I went to a conference recently. A lot of hedge fund managers or key members of the finance ecosystem are indicating that a recessionary environment or further sell-off can be imminent. And obviously, JP Morgan CEO Jamie Dimon did speak very publicly, saying that 6 to 9 months out from here, we should ideally still see some more negativity, right? And if you look at the stock, we ended on relatively negative notes across the spectrum as well. And then take a look at the media front. You could see that clearly we are still very submerged. It's still red across the spectrum on the futures perspective, indicating there's going to be a red Monday. But we'll see how the market will do raise. Obviously, tomorrow is going to be it's already Sunday, overseas, right? So we will see how the market will open on Sunday, or for us domestically, and then how that would triangulate into a potential green day on Monday. Because remember, Mondays are typically green in comparisons to other days of the week, right? And then you can see that across the spectrum, it's just same wash. Nothing really new news per se across the spectrum, but we'll keep an eye out on it. It's a lot of earnings, so we'll see how the collective guidance and wisdom will be coming out from the management team. And also, as you saw from my post yesterday, I spoke with a relatively famous person, Erica Chung, who is the whistleblower alongside with Tyler Shultz, which is the grandson of the former Secretary of State's George Shultz. So Erica is the whistleblower for Theranos, which, if you guys have seen, the Netflix series being starred by Amanda Seyfried. It talks about the starting of Silicon Valley biotech company startup called Theranos, and how it basically screwed over a lot of different politicians that was on the board of the company, but obviously a lot of investors' money at the same time. So Erica is building a non-for-profit organization right now called EIE, which is basically to focus on ethics in entrepreneurship. Like EIE, that's what it stands for. And obviously, me, being with high integrity, working in the finance industry, so I plan on collaborating with Erica on her initiatives. Right now it's just a team of 3 people, so I plan on maybe rolling up my sleeves on helping her. And obviously, she did take a lot of negativity in the industry, not because of like what she did, but because of I guess in a way she made a lot of people, especially on the VC side of the equation, look stupid, and also losing the money on behalf of them, because investors, she basically blew it up in out of proportion, that some people can take it the wrong way. So but I've connected with her. I actually had like an hour and 30-minute call with her. We just talked about life. We talked about our upbringing. We have a mutual Hong Kong connection for some reason, and she's a really good person. And her and I are similar age, but with the obviously her resignation, and obviously the whole Theranos scandal that that cultivate into her having to pursue this now, it's obviously quite depressing. So I was able to learn about how she was able to overcome all the hardship, and then rise to the flame that she is right now. So she's an underdog, but she's also a heroine that I respect her a lot. But she's also like a good friend of mine, so I want to support what she's doing. So yeah, so that's something that I feel like yesterday was a great bonding experience that her and I had, and she's actually a really sweet person. So go back to the technical with respect to recording time of 10 a.m. exactly. So we are at 12:50, right? Again, with respect to the technical front, we're still quite stale on a daily. Weekly is still quite stale as well. Double heads looking to cross down. Monthly, it is still bullish, right? But you could see that the inertia needs to kind of stay still and consolidate a little bit before we can take off from here. And then with respect to on Bitcoin side of the equation, I would say it's quite comparable. Monthly is still stale. Weekly is still, stale again. Like it's looking quite bearish at the moment. Dailies are looking to cross down eventually. So definitely be careful. With respect to seeing lower levels, I think it's imminent. But you could see that Bitcoin is quite indecisive at the moment. But with respect to do we see 17,500 again? I think we saw that in a glimpse. But it seems like we are magnetically trying to stay around the level that we at right now, which makes sense because it's the more substantive level. But that doesn't mean that we won't get to a lower level eventually. So definitely be prepared. And obviously, corporate earnings is going to be a big stir coming up. We're still in the mid of October. Halloween is coming. But across the spectrum, I would say, we're still in a bearish trend and contingent on the Fed on being able to be proactively and tactically allowing us for us to revive and see progression from the rate hikes going forward. We're still going to be in this little funk, if you may. All right, so appreciate you. Have a good day, and I will check you on the next one. But if you have any questions, please feel free to give me a comment section, shoot me a comment, and also reach out to me on Patreon. And please hit the like and subscribe button. And I appreciate you. Have a good weekend. Take care.